I'm pretty famous, traveling evangelist Stormin Norman. I'm best known for being a spiritual advisor to Lindsay Lohan and Siley Myris. I was the religious advisor for those BlueBerry cell phones. I mean, that was a great success. But enough about me. We need to turn to the Holy Book. Now, you got Bibles in your pews. You can open them anywhere because I'll be there directly. Yeah. It all starts out with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. And they were all eating the wrong things. And they had a son named David. Little known fact, his middle name was Jason. Now they was eating all the right things, and God decided he'd send a giant named Goliath to kick them out of that Garden of Eden. And when young David, we'll call him Jason, saw this Goliath coming, he knew that was up to no good. Now this young David, we'll call him Jason, the Bible says he took some stones and a slingshot to battle this giant. But I know the story. I know the true story. This Jason, he loved to play the cello, and he turned that cello sideways. He strung the bow on that bass string, and he let her fly. And that bow just hit Goliath, that giant, right in the 5 head. I mean, he was so big, he didn't have a 4 head. He had a 5 head. And he just flat on the ground like a coon in the middle of the road. Can I get a Honolulu to that? Oh, Honolulu, I want to go there. Well, it's Goliath. He fell down flat, and he broke the Hoover Dam. And water started flooding the garden and threatened the whole world. So Adam and Eve thought they better get busy. They had another son. They named him Yesa. But he was such a negative kid through his whole life, they started calling him Noah. And Noah was a big man in the Bible. He had a wife. Her name is not in the Bible, but I know the name. She was a French woman. Her name was Anjanetta. And this Anjanetta, she was a smart cookie. She saw that water starting to trickle in the garden. She thought, I better get busy. So she went and bought a sailboat. It was on sale at Target. Then she took a piece of paper. She wrote down the names of all the animals to save the animals. And she got them on that sailboat. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. A little trouble with the rabbits. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. And she said, and it worked. She saved all the animals. And to this day, that piece of paper is so important, it is known as Angie's List. Well, things settled down for a while. Till a guy named Saul was crowned king. And this Saul thing is all confusing. One day he was out walking and he got hit by lightning, turned blind, started preaching about Jesus. And Jesus wasn't even born yet. And then to make it more confusing, Saul changes his name to Paul. And Paul writes a lot of confusing things in the Bible here. But there's one thing that we know for sure. This Paul, he hated music. He wrote on it. It's in here. He wrote that he had a thorn in the flesh. And we all know that thorn is Greek for music minister. We know what the good book's about. We know it's about a kid born in a barn. And this kid's called so many names, we hardly know what to call him through. But we'll just call him Jesus. I mean, this Jesus did lots of amazing things. One day he went fishing with his homeboys. And Jesus parted the water that he'd already turned into wine, so that one of his boys could go across on dry land to the deli on the other side and bring back lunch for all the people waiting at the dock. Well, in spite of the fact that it was dry land, this Peter, he almost drowned. So Jesus took Anjanetta's sailboat out there to try and rescue Peter, and he took with him James and John. And you know why he brought James. Because James could bail out the boat faster than anybody. And ever since, he's been known as Jim Baylor. I mean, I mean, one day Jesus spit in the guy's eyes and helped him walk. Is that amazing? Can I get a Honolulu to that? Oh, Honolulu, I want to go there. Well, this Jesus, he's all about love in the Bible. Yeah. He loved everybody. He even loved a quarterback for the Jerusalem Vikings named Christian Ponder, and people, that takes a lot of love. I mean, he loved everybody so much that he fought against the Pharisees for us. The Pharisees were the Mediterranean Sea and the Galilean Sea. And, you know, he calmed those Pharisees, but there was a ship captain that caused him all kinds of trouble, a pilot of a boat. I mean, this pilot was trumping up charges against Jesus. This pilot couldn't drive a donkey straight down Highway 52 if he tried. But here he is, crucifying this Jesus. He made him wear a crown of thorns. Oh, I'm on sale for $4.99. Made Jesus wear a crown of thorns and a purple Vikings uniform, because it's like Jesus is winding his way through the devil's grasp to score a touchdown for you. But did he get a touchdown that day? Not Friday. Not Saturday. Not Sunday. Oh yeah, Sunday. And the tomb opened, and Jesus comes out. He sees his shadow, and there's 6 more weeks of winter. But that did not deter Jesus, because Jesus can fight his way through snow. He delivers people better than the U.S. Post Office delivers through snow, rain, sleet, and ice. I mean, that is Jesus. Can I get a Honolulu to that? Well, I got to go. They've asked me to be on that BMC board. They say that's pretty important. You're going to be seeing a lot of me. What do you say? DMC? No. I got it right. BMC. Building the Master's Church. Can I get a Honolulu to that? Oh, Honolulu. I want to go there.